I had an awesome time as a Dino. With all the players that I played with, many I still keep in touch with. It's a great thing to be a student athlete, but to be a Dino. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of awesome athletes in many sports that have come through the University of Calgary. Yeah, so I had played for a long time with the national team and over in Europe, club teams, and when it was time to figure out what to do next season, I wasn't really interested in leaving Calgary. My son was just finishing junior high, and it's been a great place to train. So when I knew that Danielle Goyette was coaching the Dinos, there might be an opportunity. We got talking one day, and she said, well, what about playing for the Dinos?
When she came back from the Olympics, we had multiple discussion about her joining the Dinos, but it was about her going back to school to full-time, because you have to be a full-time student to play on a team, and how many classes she could take, and because we can't forget she was still playing for the national team at that time, training with them, going on the road with them as well. It was not something that was an easy decision for her, but when you think about it, it's not just a decision of her playing hockey, is can she do all that stuff together, national team, university, and go to school and take care of her son at the same time. This is a big decision she had to make, but I'm glad she made it.
Being a student athlete is the greatest job in the world. I tell players all the time, for me, I thought about hockey all the time, and when I was able to take courses and go to school, my mind kind of rested, and I didn't have to think about hockey 24 hours a day. But also I love the lifestyle. I love getting up in the morning, going to practice, training, and then going into class, doing it every day. It's basically the closest thing you get to being a pro player. So I always tell athletes it's the greatest job out there, and I'll cherish those experiences forever. Well, I think coming in, I was mid-30s, I think, when I was playing with the Dinos. So obviously my role was as a veteran leader. I was the only player on the team that played for the national team or at the Olympics. So from that regard, from the hockey perspective, I was counted on to be a leader and a key player, but also going back to school again, I was learning from my teammates. They were teaching me how to study again, and as much as I was helping them on the ice, they were helping me off the ice. So I think just also instilling a belief in the team that, hey, we can do this, we can win a CIS national championship, or a U sport now, but and just raising the expectation of what we were capable of. Just the journey to winning a CIS U Sport national championship, it's something that I put right up there with World Championships and Olympic Games, because you come in the environment where people don't think you can maybe do it, and then we took a team of ragtag players and brought them along with great coaching and leadership from a solid group of girls on that team at the time, and it was a lot of fun.
When you win a championship, it's something that it's going to be with you for the rest of your life, and it's something you have between players that will never be taken away from you. I think you have to win at one point to understand what it means to be a champion. Every time we play against teams, they want to beat us so badly just to prove that they can beat Hayley Wickenheiser on the ice, and it just, the intensity of the game were higher. And what I saw is, it was not just about Hayley, it was about the team. Our team really surround together, and they knew that at one point, if we have 2 or 3 players on Hayley, another 2 players would be free. Like this, we really take advantage of that, but the intensity that she brought to the team, like the level hockey, and even in the league, I think it increased because of the fact that Hayley was there. We had more publicity too in the league, and when you have the top players on your team, everybody will wish that you're gonna lose, just because they like to cheer for the underdog. But I feel like it brought the team closer together, because they get to know Wick, they get to know that she has a big heart, she's gonna do anything for you. And because of the off-ice care that she has for the players, I think they care way more for her on the ice.
The players that I played with, there's a good group of those players could now call themselves the fossils, the old girls now, the Dinos that I played with. Honestly, I just love those teams that I played on, all the players. The faculty at the U of C, the faculty of kinesiology at that time, Penny Werthner was the dean there and helped me tremendously both on and off the ice. And then of course Danielle Goyette and the coaching staff that I had in those years. It was just such a great environment. We were treated really well, and it was some of the best years of my career.
People think about the impact she had on the ice, but I think the impact she had off the ice was way bigger. It brought it brought the players closer together because they learned that team sport get the best out of you, even at school. They brought that to the off ice. And Hayley being a perfect student at 4.0, they said like, if she can do it, I can do it. I think we came like, for the 3 seasons she was with us, like our GPA at the university was really, really high for a team sport.
Well, I'll always be from first Saskatchewan and then spent a lot of my time in Calgary many years, but my family is all in Calgary. My memories, my core memories as an athlete, all the training through the years is in Calgary. The 1988 Winter Olympics, where I first was inspired in Calgary. Calgary is always will be always with me, and maybe someday I'll be able to make my way out west again. But it really kind of gave me the foundation to go off, and when I finished medicine, to practice medicine here in Toronto and work for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So everything I have in my life I owe to, in some way, to the impact of the University of Calgary, the Oval, and the Dinos.